This is a very meaningful win because of where it takes place and who it takes place against. It's a good football team. This team will be there at the end of the year in the playoffs. You watch. So we're very happy with this win. I think Marlon said to me at the end there on the field, he goes, "We're not there yet, but we're on our way." You know, and I feel like that's something that we're working hard on to improve. But in this particular game.
Hey, in that particular game, they kicked the crap out of the Patriots because Lamar Jackson was doing Lamar Jackson things. 5 touchdowns in all for Lamar. 218 passing yards and 4 touchdowns. He had 107 rushing yards. Once again, the leading rusher for the Baltimore Ravens. That usually is a very bad thing when your quarterback is your leading rusher. But when it's Lamar Jackson, you come to accept it. MDS has coined the phrase double, triple, the statistical measurement of at least 100 yards in 2 or more categories. And for Lamar, it's the 14th game ever, I think, is what he's up to. Most ever in league history with a combination of at least 100 passing yards and 100 rushing yards. He passed Mike Vick a couple of years ago. I mean, Lamar Jackson does it all, and he's getting it done. And unlike last week, when that 78-yard touchdown run seemed to be the thing that would deliver the win for the Ravens until the Dolphins woke up in the fourth quarter, yesterday's performance by Lamar Myles was not wasted.
Not at all. And he has been dynamic so far this season, and that's what the Ravens really, really needed. And obviously he's got his contract situation going on, and you know, every time that he plays this dynamically and then you see some of the quarterback play that goes on around the league, it's like, oh well, I guess maybe those dollar signs are still going up, but that's another discussion for another day. But at the same time, I mean, when you see Lamar Jackson make some of the throws that he's making in addition to the runs that he's also doing, I think that tells you a lot about where he is this season and the comfort he feels within that offense. That pass that he had to Devin Duvernay for the touchdown in the third quarter, it was an outstanding throw to the end zone, also an outstanding catch. But when he's throwing it like that, as well as running it the way he was running it, the Ravens are extremely hard to stop. Extremely hard.
Here's what's amazing, and I was right for a change. 14th career double triple for Lamar Jackson. In second place is Mike Vick with 8. Mike Vick played 149 games to get 8 double triples. Lamar has 14 in 64 games. So he's about roughly 1 out of 4 games, roughly, just under 1 out of 4 games, is he generating at least 100 yards rushing and 100 yards passing. And it really is amazing to see what he does. And, you know, you mentioned the contract situation. There is no contract situation because that's over. That's done. That's tabled until the end of the season. Hopefully he stays healthy. Hopefully he has disability insurance that will actually pay out if he suffers some sort of catastrophic injury that either limits his desirability or, God forbid, ends his career. Hopefully that's all in place. There was some chatter before the start of the season. There was an effort to try to line him up with that protection. But, you know, the Ravens were not concerned about one important thing, Myles. They were not concerned that it was going to affect Lamar Jackson's mindset on the football field. And we have seen through 3 weeks, he's not tentative. He's not like Jadeveon Clowney his final year at South Carolina. That's what I was worried about when Clowney couldn't leave for the NFL. He had to play one more year. There was a tentativeness there because you know what's at stake financially, and that's the human reaction. This isn't a slap on Jit. I'd be the same way. I'd be the same way. How am I supposed to function in this stew of physical risks knowing that chances are I'm going to get injured at some point and that it may derail my ability to get what I have earned financially? So kudos to Lamar Jackson for staying focused and being productive. Let's hear from Coach Harbaugh on his star quarterback Lamar Jackson's latest great performance.
He plays his way, and you know, he's kind of determined to play his way, but it's not his way. Is still, it's winning football, man. It's fundamentally sound quarterback play. You know, he's running the show out there. He's making the checks. He's managing the clock. All the things that you would say an operator or a manager does, he's doing all those things too.
Yeah, it really is astounding what he's doing, and I only wish the best for him. And I've said time and again, if he had an agent, he'd already have a contract by now. And who knows? After, I mean, just because he has another great season Does that mean that all of a sudden you wave the magic wand and you can solve this? If anything, it may harden his position. It may make him want even more. He wants that fully guaranteed contract, and the Ravens don't want to give it to him. Unless Steve Bisciotti rolls out of bed one day and says, well, you know what the hell, let's just give him the fully guaranteed contract. What do? You just keep going 1 year at a time until you hit the open market like Kirk Cousins, and then somebody will give him a fully guaranteed contract, I assume.
Yeah, I mean, that's a logical destination for the way that could play out. Who knows, though? Maybe Steve Bisciotti will wake up one day after watching, what we saw last night on Sunday Night Football, for instance, and say, gosh darn, man,
yes,
I've got a really, really great quarterback. And there are some places where they don't have that. And you see what those offenses look like. And my offense doesn't look like that. So maybe I should just do the thing.
Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.